Can it really be the loveliest of lovely days when it's raining? I don't think it can be. Letter from Gulliver! It's Gulliver! Spoiler warning for the Angel's letter. Please accept this gift as a big old thank you for saving me. It's probably had a more peaceful voyage to your island than I did. I'm jealous. From Gulliver, the maritime journeyman. A letter from Gala! You know what, Steven? Chores are boring and repetitive. When I'm busy scrubbing away at my home, it's almost like a break. For a while, I get something accomplished without having to worry about anything. Know what I mean? I really don't, but I do at the same time. Like, I don't get that with chores or, like, cleaning or anything. An elder mask. I'm an elder now. Glasses on. I think those are the ones I had on. Yeah, they have to be. Okay. I'll put stuff away. I think I've missed the Able Sisters today. I've had a day. Okay. So, oldest brother recently ordered a new SSD for his computer to have extra space on his computer. Great. It's a great thing to do. For whatever reason, and I have the task of figuring this out. For whatever reason, okay, the SSD works. We've confirmed that it works, so that's not the problem. But having an SSD plugged into both ports on his motherboard, because he has one for boot and one for, you know, everything else. Having an SSD plugged into both, it will not detect its second SSD slot. It's rainy Saturday for a KK concert. I do want to double check and see if I have indeed missed the Able Sisters. I'm pretty sure I have. I think they close at 9. I really should swap back to Night Owl. Yeah, they close at 9. I should really swap back to Night Owl instead of Early Bird. I swapped over to Early Bird a while back. Night Owl would help me a lot. So now I gotta buy something from the Able Sisters tomorrow. Hey, fish, 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 fish. Hey, I wish you'd come and play with me. Yeah, I need to try to figure that out. I'm hoping it's just as simple as a BIOS update is needed. I'm hoping it's not a case of both can't be used at the same time, because then why have both? Oh, Steven, you must have rushed right over to see me, darling. I just got here today. I must say, our time at the campsite was so special. I can't thank you enough for inviting me to move here. Alas, this room isn't going to organize itself, but I should have everything unpacked today. So let's spend some quality time together soon, Moolah. Aww. I really like her design. I like her colors. They're really nice. I also like her clothes. They're also pretty nice. So yeah, I basically spent like the last hour trying to figure that out. Which was a lot of basically taking his computer apart and putting it back together over and over and over and over again. Computers are easy to put together. They can be really annoyingly complicated to make work the way you want them to. And like, there's some things I'm thinking of that it might be that would be very annoying. Like, a thought in my head is maybe there's too many PCIe lanes in use somehow, and that is causing conflict. But I don't know. Because I would think his CPU can handle 2 SSDs. I would think. Maybe that's something most can't do. I don't know. It should. I don't know. If it can't, I'm gonna feel bad because I'm the one that suggested you get an SSD. I mean, really, having an SSD to play games off of is advisable. So that's where that suggestion came from. But I have the manual for his motherboard on my phone, so I can get the exact motherboard and get Googling about that. It's just so much easier to search for things on my computer. But I also need to get this done, so this is gonna take priority. I've spent enough time there. I'm gonna, you know. Oh, touchdown. What's mine is yours. Wanna chat? Hey, touchdown. Let me ask you one thing. Time, friendship, money. You can only pick one. Which one you got? Friendship. Yeah, good answer, kiddo. That's real. I know time is tempting and money is real tempting, but friends are gold. Shoot, with us being on the same brain wavelength like this, I think our friendship's just getting started. I thought we were already friends. Shows what I know, I guess. Yeah, honestly, between those three things, I would take friends over anything else. Maybe that's just because I have endless time already, and while money would be nice, like, what's the point of having money if I have no one to share it with? Like, now that I'm, like, basically alone, you know, I don't have as much desire to spend money as I used to, and I'm a lot quicker to give up on things I want to get. Like, as you might have been able to tell, I've already kind of mentally given up on getting a Switch 2. I still want one, but I've kind of mentally given up on it, especially seeing the state of pre-orders for the thing. Because scalpers galore. I hate scalpers so much. I honestly hope that Nintendo just outsupplies them. You know, basically forcing them to own the consoles they're buying, or sell them for MSRP or less. Honestly, this is just a thing, and I know I've got, like, no reach. If you're out there and you're looking into getting a Switch 2, please don't spend more than MSRP. If you're buying used, or buying secondhand, like you're not buying from a first-party store, you shouldn't be paying MSRP in the first place. Oh, sick. I feel cold, but also hot. I need medicine. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm gonna pole vault over the river. You're getting your medicine. Like, please don't buy into scalpers. That just encourages them to continue scalping. If they are making profit from what they're doing, they're going to keep doing it. And, like, I've seen some listings where scalpers are literally selling their pre-order for, like, $2,000. I have no money. I have things I can sell. I forgot I had no money. Okay, that's definitely enough. If I had to, I would sell my ghost umbrella. That is how much any of my animals mean to me. But especially Gala. Medicine! I should really stock up in case I ever do, like, an After Dark episode and an animal is sick. Out of the way, boys. There's a sick animal. But, yeah, like, it's just ridiculous. Like, I don't, at this point, I don't know how you solve this problem without massive invasions of privacy, but it needs to be solved. Like, companies need to realize that and solve the problem. Like, Chew. Sorry, I'm not feeling well. I got you your medicine. Oh, you're so thoughtful. You probably went out of your way to pick this up. I did, but that's fine. It's yours. You don't need to worry about it. Feel better. That's all you need to worry about. Whew, that should really help. Thanks to you, I feel like I'm already starting to recover from that cold. You helped me out, so in return, I'd like to thank you by giving you a cassette player. Aww, I like cassette players. Hope you didn't catch what I had, Snorty. Aww. It's okay, even if I did. Because I got medicine on hand for me, so... Coffee's only warm. Oh, well. Weber! It's real dark out. Let's chat. Like a stare when it's raining. I'm gonna get all pruny if it doesn't stop soon. I mean, you are a duck. Do ducks get pruny? I don't think they do. Did Ed tell you this? Don't listen to Ed. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Speaking of, probably thinks he's pretty somber back there. Just staring out at the ocean, holding his umbrella. What's up, man? Top of the evening to you. Jack Horse to I here. Cry because it's raining. Cry because the director said your character's sad. That is like the worst variation of that I've ever heard. The quote that he's kind of aping there is, don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. Which is generally good advice. And like, there's definitely things in my life that like, yeah, that's the appropriate response to. I mean, like, I might get salty and rant about like my corporation and Eve being torn apart by the alliance I joined. But like, I still, most of the time, would rather just treasure the fun I had when the corp was functioning. And I have finally, like, reopened advertisements, like, corp advertisements for my corp, just to see if I can rebuild it. There's not as many new players going to EVE as there used to be. So, building a small grassroots corp is not going to be easy, but if it was easy, I wouldn't want to do it. That's probably the best way I can put it, like... Especially where I've been, like... It's one of those things, it just feels right to be back playing EVE. And I know I've said that before, and I know I ramble about that a lot. Please understand, it is, like, comfort game for me. Which, again, knowing the reputation that game has, probably has some people going, how? And it's just a cozy game. Like, I don't tend to partake in things that cause grief to others. So, you know. And I'm a tough cookie. It doesn't bother me when people try to do that back to me. You know. I've taken, like, every major loss I've had as just a reason to learn to not have it happen again. Like, I've lost a paladin before. Those are incredibly expensive ships. Funnily enough, their price has actually stayed pretty stable. Like, paladin used to be 1.2 billion. It's still 1.2 billion-ish. Carriers used to be 1.2 billion. They're now 3 billion. The hiccups. I kind of wish I would have finished getting my carrier back when I was last playing, because then I could probably sell it for, you know, a tidy profit. All because of the industry changes. Which, like, doesn't make the most sense to me, unless carriers have been being lost in much larger numbers. Because, like, what rock haven't I bonked? Go on by the store. Like, God, I apologize I'm rambling about EVE. It's just where my brain is. I've literally still got the launcher open. I see EVE Online right there. I also see EVE Vanguard, which I think may not have a test running at the moment. But I'm not sure. It's in the list. I don't know how that works. But, oh, where was I even going? Right, like, back when I lived in Providence, even the various alliances in Providence, which did not favor capital ships, had a bunch of carriers just sitting around, and probably would have had to have lost a good 15 to 20 of them before they ever had to start even building more to supply people with carriers. So, like, and that was a group that did not favor carriers or capital ships. It's like the groups that did, like, how do they even need to build more? Viva! What? Great to see you. Oh, great to see you too. I love this weather almost as much as my flowers do, Acorn. Oh, you are a frog. It does make sense. I am not a frog, which is why I don't like the rain. But knowing Diva likes the rain, I guess I start liking the rain now. That is something that, like, I've noticed more than just I will do. Like, I've noticed a lot of guys, and probably some girls do this too, where, like, when you like someone, like, even if you don't like something, you'll try to like it just because they like it. Good evening, Stephen. Welcome to the Astera Museum. May I be of service? And I mean, like, basic things. Like, not like boundary crossing things. I mean, like, basic things like, you know, Diva likes the rain. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but, you know, I would try to like it. You know. That kind of thing. Like, you should never, like, get rid of a boundary just because you like someone that does not have that same boundary. But, like, yeah. I say as, like, single dude. But, you know, doesn't mean I can't give decent advice on being a decent human being. Which, I also want to say, without completely addressing the video, like, the response from the video I made about me has been nothing short of amazing. And just, like, thank you everyone who, like, even just watched it. Like, it really does mean a lot. So, like, yeah. As Brewster says, thank you very much. Hello, Serrano. Brewster's not one of them loud, nosy types that wants to know how your day's going and such. I'm here for coffee, not chit-chat. Brewster understands that. Keeps it quick and professional. Maybe once I've had my coffee, I'll reconsider talking, but definitely not before. Alright, man. You could have just said I'm not in the mood to talk, and I would have just left you alone. I'm trying to think of other things I can ramble about today that aren't, like, Eve related. It's not easy to do. I know, like, a good part of that is my day today has just been kind of dull. Because, like, the SSD arrived, and it was my older sister who ordered it, so it came in her name, so, like, no one's gonna open her mail. So we had to wait for her to get home from work. She worked late, so she didn't get home until, like, 6, 7-ish. I think I went up around 7:30, and she was home. Which means I spent probably close to 2 hours actually working on the computer, but I did not realize it had been that long. Jeez. Bam. Okay, there's smoking. So, like, I was more or less just waiting around. And annoyingly, the IRL rain has not started yet. So I could have gone for a walk if I had known she was gonna be working late. But, like, I didn't know that. And I didn't want to be a bother and message her and be like, hey, are you working late? You know. So, yeah. I didn't really do much today. Mostly all I've done is sit around and do mining missions in EVE. Which, I will admit, are interesting. Like, they're probably some of the first missions I've actually stopped and, like, read the, like, mission dialogue on. Because, like, there's nothing else to them. Like, it's just warp to a generated field, block rocks, shoot rocks. Like, that's basically all it is. But, like, the little, like, story bits to go along with it are actually kind of interesting. You do feel very quickly that there is not many mining missions. Like, as far as level 2s go, I think there might be 10 in total. So quite often, given I was running 2 level 2 agents out of the same station, which agents are quest givers, basically. The station I'm working out of has 2 level 2s, 1 level 3, and 1 level 4. So, it's a pretty nice place. Like, quite often when I would accept both missions, they'd be the same mission. So I would have the same thing to do twice. Which is fine, like, it's mining. You do it to relax. Like, it's just how it works. So, like, yeah. Sea bass! There's our frog again. I really like Diva. Like, she's done so many just little things to make me really like her. And like, okay, I'm gonna say something probably a bit controversial for Animal Crossing fans. And this is not a universal across all the personality types in New Horizons. I'm gonna preface this with that. But I feel like some of the personality types have a lot more personality than they ever did before. Others don't. Like, the dialogue might be a little repetitive at times. But to be fair, having just come, well, I say just come, having done a complete year-long series of New Leaf, dialogue gets repetitive in that game too. It takes a little longer. Don't get me wrong, there is more dialogue to New Leaf, but also more personality types share dialogue. Like, Simon and Weber say the same things. Right, they just do. But they don't ever say anything that, say, Diva's gonna say. And Diva doesn't say anything that Pinky's gonna say. So, you know, they all feel different. And like I said, some of them, like Pinky, Diva, Serrano, like, they all feel like they have quite a personality to them. Through their actions, their dialogue, you know. Caroline has a fair bit too. Like, all the animals feel like they have personality, but like these ones feel like they have the most. That's what I'm trying to get at. Another fish. But yeah, like, that's just kind of how it feels. I don't know if others agree with me on that, and it's okay if you don't. Like, that's just been my experience with this. Like, on my old island, the one I deleted to make this playthrough, Clyde was the best. Like, and even though he fills the exact same, like, archetypal slot as Simon or Weber, And he literally filled the same slot as Simon. Like, he was that villager on my old island. Which I didn't even realize that was a pre-con home, because, like, that home fit Clyde so well. But, like, he felt so different from how Simon is. I don't know, it's weird. Because, like, on the surface, I know there's less dialogue. No things are closed. Oh, that's a bummer. Because Nooklings are closed. I'm pretty sure. Yep. Well, looks like we're gonna be getting a call tomorrow morning. $24,000 bells through this, though. That's not bad. Look, there's a weed here. I did not see that before. We might as well actually read what this is. To the lucky duck who picks this up, I just might have come up with a DIY recipe that'll change everything. I could have kept this to myself, but I decided to share it anonymous-like. Don't tell anyone else about this. Wishing you luck, Rizzo. A golden decorative plate. I already know how to do that. In the box. 160 more bells. Sounds good to me. I mean, it doesn't sound good because I probably got 200 otherwise. But I was late getting to the shop. That's what I deserve. Also, pretty sure. Yeah. Okay, I need to move that. I have the things on me to just make a new fishing rod, so it's not a big deal. But like, I like buying the fishing rod. I like supporting our Nooklings. Let's craft. Let's craft mac and cheese. I suppose one thing I can kind of ramble about is, apparently, there's an unaired episode, well, quote-unquote unaired episode of Dexter's Lab that was eventually aired, kind of thing. But, like, it was, like, released online by, like, Adult Swim, I think it was. That I distinctly remember watching on TV. So I get the feeling it was only unaired in America. And, like, I had someone else even, like, replying to my saying this on, it was a Saberspark video, talking about it, of like, yeah, I distinctly remember seeing it. I don't remember the episode name. Hold on. Rude Removal. Like, I distinctly remember watching that episode. And I'm pretty sure it was on, like, YTV? Maybe Teletoon? I think it was YTV. I saw it multiple times. So clearly, us Canadians are a lot tougher than the Americans. At least we care less about what's on our TV. I don't know why I'm continuing to fish. I just feel like fishing. I don't really have a reason to fish. Just fishing. I do, like... Okay, this is a point where, especially people who've watched 31 minutes through this video, this is a question for you folks, though, let's be real, you folks probably don't have an answer for this either. Like, how does one be approachable? I ask that because, like, I understand you guys watching, especially you guys who are going to be watching at this far through a video this long. You like my content. You probably like me. But, like, if you were to imagine that you've never seen me before in your life, you've never seen my content before, and then, like, you just see me, like, sitting in, like, your town center. Like, I'm probably not looking like the most approachable person in the world. And I'm just kind of like, how would I be more approachable? Like, I am basement dweller. How do I do this? I suppose it probably doesn't help that I'm generally, when I'm out, like, for a walk or stuff, I'm on my phone playing Pokemon Go. So, like, probably doesn't help matters. So, like, I don't know. It's a real conundrum I've kind of always had. Because, like, big bearded dude with really long hair, 6 feet tall, like, probably is not the most approachable person, but the beard stays, the long hair stays, the height has to stay. So, like, how do I work this? And, like, there's a lot of you that at least, like, by the way you actually comment on things and such, you definitely seem more social than I am. So I figure I'm asking the right crowd. You know. I know there's no real, like, one answer to that question either. So, it is completely understandable if the answer is, I don't know, man, you're kind of on your own. Like, I get that. I almost didn't get this. It's an air circulator. Do like me some good air circulation. It's literally what I got going on in my corner. Like, it's off camera, but it's why, like, the that keeps moving. It's the wind from my fan keeps moving it. Which is just basically there to keep the air in this room, like, moving. Because if I don't, like, the air down here gets so stale so quickly. So I just have a fan going all the time. Yes, even through the winter, the fan was still going. No, it didn't bother me. You'd actually be surprised. Like, it's one of those things of, I'll never quite understand the people that are like, how could you have a fan going in the middle of winter? It's like, because it's not like your room is freezing. And if it is, then you probably can't afford the fan. But, like, it's just a bit of breeze. You know, it's not like a fan actively cools the room, it just moves air around. Which is why my little AC thing that it is currently sitting on that is not working properly will always astound me. And I'm pretty sure it's using a, what's it called again? Pelletier plate or something like that? So things that one side of them gets really hot, the other side gets really cold. Pelletier engine or something like that. To cool the air. Like, it's really cool. But it doesn't work properly anymore. its lowest setting doesn't work. Its second setting is weaker than it should be. Its highest power setting still works just fine. And I've had the thing open, and I don't see anything particularly wrong with it other than it's dusty and old. So that's probably the issue. It's just old. I mean, from everything I can find on the thing, it's older than I am, and I'm almost 29. So, like, it's old. I can't blame it for not functioning terribly well anymore. I've had the thing for, like... I bought that fan for $2 from a place in Digby called Bethany's Bin. Ooh, snapping turtle. How can you snap with those fingers? With its mouth. I wouldn't put it in my trousers, but that's just me. Like, I bought it at a place called Bethany's Bin, which was like a thrift store. Wow, another one. And, like, I bought that in, like, 2012? No, 2011. Because I had had it before... No, 2010, even. Yeah, 2010. And it only died on me, like, 2 years ago. So, you know, the thing's old. And it worked for me for, like, 12, 13 years. Something like that. 13-ish. Of near constant use. So, I can't complain. The thing definitely, like, gave me my money's worth. I do miss it in the summer because, you know, even at its low, like, with how its settings worked, its lowest setting more or less would hold the room at whatever temperature it was at. It might cool it off a little bit if it's really hot. The medium setting would slowly cool off the room, and the highest setting, the room would be cooled off in like an hour. It would be like 10 degrees in here. Like, that was so nice. Because that meant, like, in the summer, when I went out and mowed the lawn, I could come back in, turn the fan up to the full blast, and just sit in front of it, and it felt so good. Like, you don't know how good that feels. Well, you might if you've sat in front of an actual AC, because it felt like the same thing. Diva doing some exercise in the rain. How full's my inventory? It's getting there. Okay, I know today's just kind of been a rambling about me episode, which I've been doing a lot lately, but... it's just where my brain has been lately, is... like... I mentioned it to someone on the video I made, but, like, I'm basically, like, I'm to the point where I'm just trying to push ahead and, like, figure out who am I? Who is this person? You know? And, like, I don't have an answer yet. So, like, I'm still trying to figure that out. I have some basic traits that I've figured out. Lonely being one of them, but that's not exactly a personality trait. That's an emotional state. But, you know, I am that. But that doesn't really, like, help. It's weird. Especially where for, like, the longest time. Like, what adds to the weirdness? It's more like weird feeling. It's for the longest time. Like, the general sentiment from a few people I knew was like, man, it really seems like you have your life together. And it's, at the time, yeah, I'd agree. These days, nah. And even back then, it wasn't healthy. So, like, could you really say I had my life together if it wasn't healthy? You know. I'm just trying to think of, like, a community I might be able to, like, join and make friends in or something. I don't know. Might there be something in which I can assist you? I have a donation. Marvelous! What would you like to donate? Snippy turtle. Ooh, this is undoubtedly a snapping turtle. Now, might I interest you in a few fascinating facts about your snapping turtle? Yeah, please tell me. Wonderful, I'd love nothing more. The snapping turtle is a large turtle known for its crocodile-like body and long claws. No, wait, it's better known for its ferocious bite, which can deliver with shocking speed for a turtle. No, wait, it's best known for that one time one chased me across the parking lot and I had to climb on top of a car. And there you have it. Fascinating stuff, no? Rest assured, all donations are displayed in a timely manner. You have my gratitude. Might I help you with anything else? Nah, I'm good. Jolly good. Please enjoy the rest of your visit. I will do. I love how, like, in earlier iterations of Blathers, my brain always read his dialogue in my head British. You know, dignified British scholar kind of voice. And then the more I spoke as him in this game, just the more Irish came out. Has me convinced he's just Irish. Hey man, using that cool cat, it puts hep in my step. Steven, you ready for me to wail? Let's hear it, man. Cool, cool. Any requests? Dial up an old favorite, you can just tell me how you're feeling, and I'll groove on it. I'll leave it up to you. Feeler's choice, huh? Cool. Got a slick one for you. Take a seat and we'll jam. Seat taken. Right on. I'm tuned up and ready. Who's in the mood for a little KK corral? Alright. I don't remember this one. Yeah, I think I might actually, like, this is the point I'm at. I might actually create a Reddit account. And that's mostly just because, like, the most active area I have found, like, Tulip fans is Reddit. I've heard there's Discords, but I haven't seen, like, an invite to one at all. So, like, I get the feeling they're, like, more closed off. So, I also want to just make absolutely sure I still have... Okay, yeah, I do. If anyone out there wants to also help me try to troubleshoot this, though I'll probably have it figured out by then. It's a B450M Pro 4 R2 that having the issues with, of it not detecting both SSDs. Yeah, I'm literally gonna look that up now. Just... Okay. That was a nice track. Right on, man. I'll give your pockets a glance. You boo the show. It was like unreal. Thanks for tuning your dial my direction. No problem, man. Let's come put this in here. Yeah, that meant you guys actually got a decent bit of just uninterrupted corral as I was reading. I'm hoping what I'm reading isn't actually accurate. Diva, please make it not be accurate. Some drives just aren't supported. I hope... Well, no, because it could recognize the drive. This is weird. I'm gonna have to really, like... look more into it. I don't want to do that while recording, because, like, I doubt that's entertaining for you guys. We haven't seen Caroline yet today. Let's come say hi to Caroline. I will probably be ending the video here, because, like, I need to look into this before I completely, like, forget. Oh, she cooking. She making... Sorry. Still preoccupied, Pancone. She making... Yeah, I'm making my specialty. It's pear tart. And my recipe for pear tart. Alright. Sounds pretty nice. Gather the ingredients, you can make your own tasty dish. I like tarts. And hey, it's a pear recipe for once. So, I'll take it. But yeah, let's go chill by KK, and that'll be it for today, just so I can get researching in on this SSD problem. Like, I have ideas on things that could be done, but they're not things I'm looking forward to. So. But yeah, let's sit here and have KK play us off, along with the ambience. But, you know. Thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you back here tomorrow for bad financial decisions. See you all then! And now in this end card, I'd like to ask if you liked the video, could you maybe hit the like button, and if you're not subscribed, could you maybe subscribe? You'd help me out a lot. Thanks a bunch.